John Cleese told fans he was amused after BBC Radio 4 seemingly cut his interview short as he claimed he'd be cancelled if he had a show on there again. The 82-year-old discussed his move to GB News with presenter Amol Rajan, who wrapped up their chat after 5 minutes. Speaking of joining GB News, the actor said, "The nice thing about talking to the GB News audience is they may not be used to hearing the sort of things he'll be saying. But the only thing is, the BBC haven't came to me and said, would you like to have one of our shows? And if they did I would say, not on your Nelly, because I wouldn't get 5 minutes into the show before it'd be cancelled or censored." Amol chimed in, saying, well, we've given you 5 minutes today and I can promise you haven't been censored yet. Madonna, 64, causes stir in TikTok clip coming out as gay, quickly wrapping up the chat. He added, "At that, I think we should leave it." Taking to his Twitter after, John seemingly implied the irony of the BBC cutting his interview short after he criticised them. He wrote, "I was amused at the moment I really criticised the BBC yesterday. The interview was brought to a rapid end. Before we had talked about the things we had planned to talk about 10 minutes earlier." Express.co.uk has contacted a representative for BBC Radio 4 for comment. BBC listeners shared their thoughts on the situation on social media. TC wrote, "Quite amusing that you had to go on the BBC to publicise your show on another channel, all the time knowing you intended to criticise the channel you were using for that publicity. Almost as if it were deliberately antagonistic." Defending his words, John said he was explaining to listeners why he never got the same opportunity at the BBC, which he claimed seemed relevant to the question of why I was doing it on GB News. Johnny Depp looks unrecognisable as he tells NYC fans I'm good. Pictured Jamie Lee Curtis admits there are people I wish I hadn't slept with, revealed Austin Stoker, star of Assault on Precinct 13 and Roots, dies aged 92, RIP. In response to a now-deleted tweet, he added that he didn't expect the first question of the interview to be about woke, which, he claimed, wasn't initially planned to discuss on air. John also retweeted a post from Found My Peace, who typed, "Well, I guess they weren't ready to hear the truth." The actor went on to criticize the BBC in a series of posts, one in which he said he knew people working there who believed it was a terrible mess. He added, "I've had a very low opinion of the BBC for over 20 years. It's been formed partly by my own experiences, but largely by conversations with talented people who are trying to make programs with them. It's become a parody of bureaucracy." John will host his own show on GB News alongside Andrew Doyle from next year. The actor said the move will encourage proper argument.